Number 1. Weird rankings. This channel ranks letters and numbers in the most ridiculous and unexpected ways, and somehow makes it work. For example, top 10 letters to use as a pool, or top 10 numbers to live in. So far, this channel has pulled in over 46 million views. Even if we assume an RPM of just $3, that would put its estimated revenue at over $130,000. There's another channel doing something similar, but instead of ranking letters and numbers, it ranks different logos. It has only uploaded 2 videos so far, yet it's already reached 30,000 subscribers and over 2 million views. And here's another one. This channel only started 5 months ago, and with just 16 videos, it's already pulling numbers like this. What all 3 channels have in common is their visual style. Simple 2D stick figure animation, usually made with software like Flip-a-Clip. So, why is this format so powerful? Because it takes something familiar like ranking videos and turns it into something completely absurd. Letters become places, numbers become objects. The idea sounds stupid at first, but that's exactly why people click. And because it takes real effort, competition stays low. So if you want to try this idea, you either need to learn the skill or work with someone who already has it. Number 2. Why it sucks to be. These channels are blowing up with this format. The idea is simple. The viewer becomes the character. From birth to death, everything is told in second person. You're born, you live, you suffer, you die. And in just a few minutes, you experience an entire life. One channel doing this is Bernard. Videos like Why It Sucks to Be a Brothel Boy in Qing Dynasty or Why It Sucks to Be an Empress in Ming Dynasty. Instead of explaining history, the video drops you into it. It feels like you actually lived it. This channel started just 1 year ago. Now it has 284,000 subscribers with more than 27 million views. Its biggest video has over 2.3 million views. Even with a $3 RPM, that's over $70,000 in estimated revenue. But Bernard isn't alone. Bound uses the same format, but for animals. And Zoozle does it too. One of its videos hit 2.2 million views in just 2 months. So why does this work? The titles create instant curiosity. Why does it suck? Your brain wants the answer, and the format feels personal. You don't just learn something, you experience it. You live an entire life, from birth to death, in just a few minutes, and that's what makes people click. Number 3. Building games with AI. These channels put different AI models against each other to see which one can recreate a famous game from scratch. Games like Fortnite, Minecraft, or Geometry Dash, usually under a time limit, like 15 or 45 minutes. One channel doing this is Mini Munch. With only 32 videos, it has already reached 109,000 subscribers and more than 13 million views. Because AI and coding content usually gets higher RPMs, even with an estimated RPM of $6, that's roughly $80,000 in estimated revenue so far. Another channel is Tef AI. Same idea, but with a more energetic style. At the end of every video, it gives each AI a score out of 10, and that keeps people watching because they want to see who wins. So why does this format work? Competition is naturally engaging. People want an answer to which one is better. At the same time, this format combines 2 huge interests, AI and popular games, so it attracts both audiences at once. And because getting good results from AI takes some skill, like coding, prompting, and fixing mistakes, not everyone jumps into it immediately. But once you understand the process, there's basically no shortage of ideas. There are thousands of games to try. Number 4. Explaining economics with monkeys. Most people ignore this idea. They assume economics is too complicated or that you need a degree to talk about it. But some of these channels explain it with monkeys. Yeah, literally monkeys. One example is Primate Economics. Started just 1 year ago, and with only 25 videos, it already passed 30 million views. Another one is Monkey Explains. It's also about a year old, but more active, with 84 videos and over 16 million views. Both channels use simple 2D monkeys to explain things like inflation, trade, cost of living, and financial news, and people actually watch. This niche also has some of the highest RPMs on YouTube because the audience is valuable to advertisers. With an estimated RPM of $10, these channels likely made hundreds of thousands of dollars. So why does this work? People want to understand how money works because it affects everyday life, prices, taxes, salaries. But most finance content feels either too complicated or too shallow. These channels sit right in the middle, and the the monkey animation creates a weird contrast, serious topics, told in an entertaining way. So instead of feeling like a lesson, it feels entertaining. And that's what makes people click. Number 5. Stickman gameplay edits. These channels take gameplay from a popular game and turn it into fast-paced edited videos. One example is Stick. It only started a year ago and already passed 500,000 subscribers. The views are insane. 14 million, 12 million, 9 million. Almost every video performs. In total, it already passed 100 million views. Even with an RPM of just $1, that's over $100,000 in estimated revenue. The editing style is surprisingly simple. It records gameplay from Stickman dismounting and reacts to funny moments. Memes, movie clips, sound effects, fast cuts, that's basically it. There's another channel that started only 3 months ago, and it's already getting huge numbers. So why does this work? The gameplay is already funny. Half the entertainment is built in. Your job is just to find the right moments, and memes make those moments hit harder. When people recognize a meme at the perfect time, it feels more satisfying. This format is also easier to make than a lot of the other ideas, which means more competition. So the advantage isn't making videos, it's making better choices, better timing, better moments, better edits. Number 6. Testing AI in hypothetical scenarios. These channels put different AI models against each other and see how they react to difficult questions. Questions like, would you sacrifice yourself to save 5 people? Or if someone confessed a murder to you, would you tell the police? One channel doing this is AI Convo. It started about a year ago, and with only 27 videos, it has already passed 16 million views, and 4 of those videos crossed a million. With an estimated RPM of $6, that's already over $100,000 in estimated revenue. So why does this work? The question itself is what hooks people before the video even starts. People genuinely want to know the answer, not because the answer is useful, but because it's unpredictable. And once different AIs enter the conversation, it turns into a competition. People already have favorites, so they stay to see who responds better. The surprising part is how simple this format is. No animation, no camera, just a good scenario. Because the better the question, the better the video. And that means you never really run out of ideas. So if this video has been helpful so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching. Now let's get back to the video. Number 7. What if scenarios. This format starts with a simple question, what if, and then turns that question into a story or an explanation. The topic can be history, science, or society, but the idea stays the same. Take something unreal and explore what happens. One of the oldest examples is Alternate History Hub. It's been doing this since 2012. Questions like, what if China broke apart? Or what if China invaded the Soviet Union? Today, the channel has over 2 million subscribers and more than 436 million views. But the interesting part is, this format is growing again in completely different directions. One example is XKCD's What If. Started 2 years ago, and with only 75 videos, it already passed 160 million views. Instead of history, it answers strange science questions. Another one is If Humans. Smaller channel, but different angle. Instead of science, it imagines weird social situations like, what if humans couldn't die? Or what if humans had to pay for air? So why does this work? Because what if questions are naturally hard to ignore. The moment people hear them, their brain starts imagining answers. And once that happens, they want to see if they were right. That curiosity creates the click. At the same time, this format feels entertaining and educational at once. People feel like they're watching for fun, but usually leaves with a new idea, a new fact, or a different way of thinking. And because this format can work with history, science, or everyday situations, you can keep making videos without running out of ideas. And that's it for today's video. See you in the next one.